Well, what up, everybody? This is RBT, and I'm officially committing to the University of Jamaica. I'm definitely just kidding with you. This video is going to be a Titans draft preview. I have that hat and want to show it off because my sister went on a missions trip this past weekend to Jamaica, and she got that for me, so I just thought that would be kind of funny. Probably not. But yeah, I'm home from school early because the Red Sox's first game is in 2 hours, and the second half of the day at school I really have no classes. But here we are before that game comes on. I want to do a Titans draft preview of what we really need in the draft. Okay, this is just news to me. I just saw this yesterday. The Titans signed defensive end. I wrote it down. Ledger Douzable. I have no clue how to pronounce his name, but apparently he's a defensive end from the Jaguars, or played for the Jaguars last year, signed to a one-year deal. He's a versatile player, can play either defensive end, has the size to play D tackle. He had 1 sack last year, but he's really just a space eater, and he's probably just going to be some depth behind newcomer Cameron Wembley and defensive end Derek Morgan. So it's shaping up to our defensive line is actually going to be pretty freaking good last year, despite last year being near last in sacks in the NFL. But early on, like all the draft, like mock drafts and whatnot, had us, just about everyone had us picking either offensive guard or defensive end in the first round of the NFL draft, and that's really not the case anymore. We've added Steve Hutchinson at guard, and we've added 2 D linemen, so that's not necessarily the case anymore. What I'm seeing right now in the first round is I think we're going to go for a corner. And that can be either Stephon Gilmore, Dre Kirkpatrick was who I predicted in my mock draft, and I'm hoping that we get because he's from Alabama. And also you have Janoris Jenkins. So I believe whichever of the 3 are available, we will take. But I think Stephon Gilmore is going to get picked in the top 20, so I think it is going to be Dre Kirkpatrick. But if Dre Kirkpatrick and Stephon Gilmore are taken, I believe Janoris Jenkins will be the third out of the third quarterback chosen, which would fall to us if that was the case. So I believe we'll end up with one of those 3 guys in the first round. If they all three get chosen in the top 20, I have no clue. Well, if it comes to worse, I think the 4th corner probably can get taken is Alonzo Denard from Nebraska. So, yeah, and I've also heard some rumors of us moving up and trading up to get Luke Kuechly, the linebacker from Boston College. I don't really know why, but I do know our coaching staff absolutely loves the guy. Also, too, because that guy is a freaking stud. He's going to be a great linebacker for 10 years in the NFL, a future Pro Bowler. The guy's an absolute stud. But yeah, I could also, if worst comes to worst, I could see if all 3 of those corners are taken, I could see us taking Mark Barron from the safety from Roll Tide, Alabama. But I don't know, safety's not that big of a need for us. But the positions in need for us are, we could use another defensive end, we could use another offensive lineman, possibly a linebacker, corner, basically everywhere. We need some depth in every position. I don't see us drafting a running back this year or a quarterback. But if it was me, I would go defensive back round 1, either, like I said, Dre Kirkpatrick, Stephon Gilmore, Janoris Jenkins, or Mark Barron, if all the 3 corners are taken. Second round, I go defensive end. From what I've seen, who the players are in the mock drafts that are going to be available when we pick in the second round, I'm seeing Vinny Curry, and that guy personally is the most underrated player in this draft. And if he falls to us, I will be very, very, very happy because the dude is a physical freak. His measurables are just insane. He's not really that experienced, but the dude has the potential to be an absolute freak. And him Cameron Wembley and Derek Morgan on the same D-line will be sick if he falls to us, which I think he might get drafted earlier. But also another guy I could see us picking in the second round if he falls to us is Alshon Jeffrey. Because that guy, I mean, he lost a lot. He was gone from a potential top 15, 10 pick to the second round and possibly even the third round. But if Vinny Curry's taken and we don't have any second round talent at defensive line in the second round when it comes to our pick, I would say go ahead and draft Alshon Jeffrey because that guy I think is going to be a pretty good NFL player. He got his 40 time down to 4.5, I believe, and his weight down from 230, 240 plus to 215. So that he's trying to get in shape, and I know this is a do good, not try hard lead, but I mean, I think he's going to be really good. And to see him and Kenny Britt on the same wide receiver core with Nate Washington, Damian Williams would be absolutely ridiculous. And I'm sure Jake Locker and Matt Hasselbeck would appreciate that. But third round, if we get defensive end, I'd say go wide receiver. Fourth round, get a guard. Fifth round, maybe get some linebacker depth. And possibly get another guy in the secondary the last 2 rounds, maybe another defensive player. But our biggest needs are defensive end, defensive line, and corner. Corner more than anything because we lost Cortland Finnegan to the St. Louis Rams. We did not re-sign him, but we did retain Michael Griffin. So, yeah, maybe provide Jake Locker with another target or Matt Hasselbeck, whoever ends up starting this year. Personally, I'm hoping Jake Locker starts, but I mean, it is what it is. Matt Hasselbeck had a really good year. But yeah, before the draft, the biggest need, like I said, was defensive end and offensive guard because Chris Johnson had no holes to run through last year. But I think a lot of that was helped out by the addition of Steve Hutchinson to the offensive line. And it wouldn't hurt, like I said, to draft offensive guard somewhere in the mid rounds to probably latest third round, maybe to the fifth round. One of those rounds, pick offensive guard, or maybe get a second one. I don't know. Just need some depth. We could use a spot everywhere. Anything else I can think of? Oh yeah, if we look to get a wide receiver late, as in late, I mean fourth round on, T.Y. Hilton. He's from Florida International. The dude is an absolute speedster and a playmaker. He could be a great slot receiver for us in the future. And I'm telling you, that guy's going to be a future Pro Bowler. The guy is an absolute just freak. So I think that's it, guys. The Red Sox play in about an hour and a half. So I'm going to get ready for that. Hopefully it's going to be a good season. And also preseason football, I think the Titans play the Cardinals on Monday Night Football. I think the 23rd of August it is, so that's going to be something to look forward to. So this is probably it for the Titans. I'm probably going to make a draft recap video, so this is probably going to be my last Titans video for a month or so. So this is it, guys. Go Sox, go Titans, and roll Tide to you. Have a great day.